Hey guys, Blind Fit Girl Erica here, bringing you another video for this week. So today's video is going to be a little bit different because it's actually not going to be a workout. Today's video, I'm going to be talking to you guys a little bit about self-image and why it's so important for us to have a positive self-image to be successful. But before we dive into that content, I want to ask you guys to please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Also, leave me a comment below. I would love to hear your feedback. I'd love to hear some suggestions from you, what you liked, what you didn't like. Don't worry, it won't hurt my feelings. I really want to know what you guys like and what you want to see more of from my channel. Finally, if you like anything that I'm doing on this channel, please go ahead and hit subscribe so that you can see more of what I'm bringing. Hey Grant. Hey Grant. I don't know if y'all can see Grant in the camera right now, but he's being kind of fussy. It's okay, buddy. It's okay. All right, I think that's all of the housekeeping items. So let's go ahead and dive into the content for today. Grant, stop chewing. So hopefully by now you guys kind of know that my philosophy around fitness is a little bit different than the average person. Because I am blind, I'm legally blind and have progressive vision loss, I feel like I have kind of an interesting perspective on fitness, and I kind of use the tagline, you know, there's more to fitness than what meets the eye. What I really mean by that is I think that fitness is a super visual industry, and I'm kind of trying to break the mold around that. I think that fitness can offer us so much more than just great looks. While that is an awesome byproduct of fitness, I still think that there's so many other awesome things that can come from being fit, living a healthy lifestyle, and making sure that we're paying attention to our wellness. So that's kind of my philosophy around fitness, and I hope to kind of inject that into every single video I bring to you guys on YouTube, whether that's me just talking to the camera like this or me giving you an awesome workout to apply into your workout routines. One of the things that I think fitness really opens the door to is being able to create a positive self-image. So what is self-image anyways? And what it really means is how we perceive ourselves. Now, to an average person, you might think, okay, I perceive myself through my eyes, how I look. That is my self-image. And I kind of want to tear that down and talk about how we shouldn't put our self-image into our physical appearance, and how it can kind of be dangerous to tie our self-image directly to just how we look. The first thing that I want to talk about with self-image is loving every single part of yourself. And I talk about this a lot too, but that goes down to looking at what makes us a complete person. So all of our qualities, characteristics, strengths, weaknesses, likes, dislikes, relationships, all of those things develop who we are. And I think that when we love the person who we are, and that embodies every single quality and characteristic. When we get to that and we love that person and we completely respect all of those things that make us who we are, that's when I think we reach that perfect positive self-image. And I think that that's what's really important, is getting to that place where we can be okay with maybe our shortcomings, or where we still love ourselves for our flaws or imperfections, or maybe a quality or characteristic that doesn't seem very desirable to others, but we respect ourselves for it. For me, I had a really tough time coming to terms with having progressive vision loss. So I'll tell you guys a little bit about my personal story. When I was 6 months old, I was diagnosed with a rare cancer called retinoblastoma. And back then in 1993, they didn't typically treat that type of cancer with chemo, so they decided to treat my cancer with radiation treatment, which actually worked, and it's awesome because I've been cancer-free for over 20 years now. But I have been experiencing progressive vision loss and pretty long-term damage from that radiation treatment. So when I was younger, my vision was better than it is now, and my vision is probably better now than it will be 5-10 years down the road. So that's kind of the continuum of progressive vision loss. But for the longest time, it was really hard for me to kind of come to terms with that. And so when I was younger, I had enough vision to do what I like to call fake it till you make it. So I would literally pretend like there was nothing wrong. I didn't have vision loss. I wasn't legally blind. And I would just pretend like, you know, I didn't have anything going on. And that really didn't work out very well for me. I started losing a lot of friends. I was kind of awkward in social situations because I didn't know how to kind of hide that and still be confident and still love myself. And so I finally came to realize that you really can't have a positive self-image and completely love yourself if you're trying to hide a part of yourself. So finally, I just decided I was gonna own it. Being legally blind and having vision loss is just one part of what makes me who I am, and that's not a bad thing. It's just one part of me, and it's gonna be a part of me forever. So I decided to own that part of me and be proud of it, and finally started telling people about it, and my world just completely opened up. My confidence went through the roof, and I started setting bigger goals for myself, which led to some really awesome opportunities. But all that to say, you know, we all have things that maybe we're not proud of, maybe we don't like, maybe we're not happy with. But when we can figure out a way to accept that part of ourselves, own it, be proud of it, be proud of what makes you unique and what makes you different, and leverage those things to be able to give insight to other people or to help you progress in that specific area. When we can really own those qualities and characteristics that make us who we are, our positive self-image will go through the roof, and we start setting really high expectations for ourselves, which ultimately leads to a lot of success. So it all makes this awesome circle. Okay, we're almost done. So just with those setting high expectations, buddy. Okay, so just with setting high expectations, that really helps us create a vision. Whoa, you're fussy. You wanna get up here? Go get your ball. Where's your ball? Where's your toy? So, back to setting high expectations for ourselves and how having a positive self-image really helps with that. We can't create a vision for our life and end up where we want to be without setting high expectations, right? And that comes back to just having that confidence and self-love, which makes up a positive self-image. So I'm a firm believer in, oh, sorry, Grant's squeaking his toys. Here you go, guys. This is what Grant is playing with right now. Okay, so I am a firm believer. Grant. I'm a firm believer in, you know, creating a vision for your life and then working every single day to take one step closer to that vision. And we don't want to end up lower than where we set our expectations, right? So we want to set those expectations really high. That way we keep pushing and pushing and pushing towards that big goal. So that's why I know that having a positive self-image is so incredibly important. And like I always say, I know that not everyone who's watching this right now has a disability, and not everyone watching this is going blind like me, but it can be applied to everybody's life. We all have something that we might not be super proud of right now, or that we might not love ourselves for, and I just want to change y'all's perspective on that piece of yourself and get you to understand like how important it is to love yourself, love those flaws, love those qualities or those characteristics that make you different, because it can really help your life be propelled in the right direction. Hope you guys have an amazing day. Make sure you go out there and feel your fitness instead of just seeing it. I love you guys. Thank you so much.